the Global Innovation Hub's vision of Tecnológico de Monterrey 2030. And let me explain briefly this video, what is the idea of them.
The LATAM China Innovation Day is a space that brings together experts, entrepreneurs, and investors who promote the innovation and entrepreneurship ecosystems in Asia and Latin America. That promotes the research, innovation, and internationalization, core elements of the Tec de Monterrey's 2030 strategy. Through the hub, the partners create opportunities for cooperation with the exchange of human talent and the acceleration of scientific startups, generating innovation projects for the benefit of the countries involved. The LATAM China Innovation Day invites you to meet the collaborative ecosystems between universities, governments, society, districts, and regions from different countries, seeking to promote the exchange and development of knowledge economies based on research and technology entrepreneurship by attracting, training, and supporting human talent. Be part of the conference Innovation, Science, and Technology Cooperations, the sessions Startup Pitches, and the panels Innovation Development Ecosystems for Project in LATAM, Development of Innovation Ecosystems, Policies for Developing Technological Ecosystems in China, Options to Finance Startups and Place Them in the World's Largest Market, Results of the Mexico-China Chamber of Commerce Diploma, and One Belt, One Road initiative in the development of technological cooperation. Thank you for being here and welcome to the LATAM China Innovation Day.
The spaces, the offices, we have a very nice building in Yangon, but the main or the core of this space is a technology showroom. The idea is to bring all these prototypes and technologies that we develop, mainly in Tecnológico de Monterrey, but this year we opened this call not only to Tec de Monterrey, also startup projects from Latin America. And the idea is how it show the potential and capabilities of innovation that we have in this part of the world, and how we can connect with the most biggest market in the world. No? Also, we have a decision center, a meeting rooms, and a co-working spaces for startups. As I explained you in my presentation, we had the inauguration in May 1 year ago in 2019, and with 1 year of operation, we already signed 5 cooperation agreements. We have 4 startups currently in China. Also, our showroom has 10 technologies, and Tecnológico de Monterrey has been financial and supported 5 technology research projects in order to scale up in that market. And also we have organized more than 100 events between China and Mexico. This is our chart of organization. The Global Innovation Hub has 3 main departments that support the startups. One of the departments is a global market intelligence that is in charge of making the scouting of projects and startups in LATAM. The other is the global strategies on 5P and processes. This department supports the startups and also the projects to define intellectual property strategies to introduce them in China. And also the global operation intangibles, that this is more focused in the financial and all the processes to formalize the contracts. And also we have an office, a local office in China. Let me explain. This office is operating the projects there. So we have part of the operation is in Mexico, but this part of the team is support the projects in China. Alfonso Araujo is the director, and these people, these guys support us. Mainly they are Chinese, so they speak English, but Alfonso is a Mexican guy, so he speaks Spanish and English also, and Chinese. How this platform support you, or call support you can apply by an open call. That this is 24 and 7 days open for all the startups. You can apply. This is the link. We have an innovation platform to support and evaluate the projects. Who can participate? The startups that has mainly scientific development and tech-based scientific development, focus in clean technologies, industry 4.0, life sciences, and innovation technology for educations. The call is, you can see the call here, and this is our webpage where all this information is open. You can consult it. What is the process from the market intelligence department? They looking for startups in LATAM and also in Mexico. The market intelligence select or choose the projects looking for the technology readiness level that they have. For example, we are looking for a startup that has at least technology readiness level 5 or more. And if we work with universities as partnerships that are not interested to create new business, but they are interested to licensing and commercialize their technology, we select and choose the projects that at least at technology readiness level 4. So this team of market intelligence team make a viability report of commercial and also technological development in China. And an external committee recommends if this project is ready to go to China, and we make some recommendations for each project. Also, we have a program of a partnership with universities. This is more focused not on a startup. This is focused in commercialize their technologies. We choose jointly between the university and us the best 5 technologies in their portfolios, and we support them to evaluate the projects with our methodology. We define a work plan as a roadmap in order to introduce these technologies with different partners and allies. And the executive plan is more or less 10 months in order to promote. We organize matchmaking events like this. In this moment, we have the virtual matchmaking events, but the idea is to get at least 1 week in China in presence, working with different potential allies. The project evaluation, we have a very simple project evaluation chart. You can apply and download this format. Is more or less to define the advantages and the opportunities that you see at this moment, your potential clients, also the level of technology readiness level, if you have some financials. So there are some some questions that you need to answer. Also, with this info, you can, we prepare a 1 page in order to promote the technology in China. You prepare in English, and we support with all the translation to Chinese. And also, finally, according to this info that you introduced, our scouting team evaluate the info in 3 levels: the technology readiness, the potential for the business, and also the potential of buying that in order to introduce this technology in the market. This is an example of the 1 page. This is in Spanish, but we promote in English and also in Chinese in the different events that we organize. Also, we support and make the videos, the company manufacturing their prototype and install the prototype in the showroom. We support also introduce with the market Chinese and potential allies. Finally, when we evaluate this program, also we audit the technology readiness level that the company said that has, because the most important also is to get all the information to support the tech transfer. So it's very important to get all this documentation, and depends of the technology readiness level we make a plan, a program to move forward to the next level of the technology readiness level, also to find some kind of financial government support and also potential allies to commercialize or co-develop the technology in China. That we define jointly with the startups and the projects the current needs, and depends of the current needs, we design this roadmap in order to push them. Finally, the committee also has and emit the conclusions. The conclusions maybe there are some recommendations for the startups, and we try to incorporate these recommendations in the roadmap in order to and after that we sign an agreement with each startup. This is a one-year agreement, and can be renewable, depends of the milestone we have. If you want to know more about the successful cases and news and events, you can, I invite you to visit our social networks, the YouTube channel, also the Facebook, the Twitter, LinkedIn, and also our webpage. This is to final my presentation. There are some examples. I would like to talk of this company. This is a startup that currently is in China. This is the Global Nano Additives. This startup has operations in Monterrey, Mexico, also in China. Currently, in 1 year, we connected with the biggest one Chinese company that is called Sinopec. Sinopec is a leader in China in additives. So this company developed a nano additive, has a patent in Mexico and also in USA. With this effort, the company got a grant for the government to begin operations in China. And at this moment, here's the company is looking for investment to scale up and distribute some products of Sinopec, and also to incorporate their products in Sinopec. So this is an example of a professor that is a postdoc that created a startup and then moved to China. You can see the video and the successful case in the YouTube channel. The other and the last, this is another example that we are currently, this is a startup, that this is a smart chair, but I would like to introduce, to finalize with this video. This is a tech transfer.
3项异步电机负荷特性研究、远程控制虚拟实验、在线实境实验。3项异步电机不仅是应用最广泛的工业设备之一，也是智能制造、新能源汽车、航空航天等高端装备制造业的核心部件。3项异步电机现场操作存在高电压、高转速等安全隐患，以及配套测试仪器、3项交流变频电源、频谱分析仪、扭矩仪等设备价格昂贵，导致部分学生无法完成频谱分析、相位检测、矢量合成等高阶性实验设计。高阶性电机实践教学环节的缺失，严重制约了我国电机行业的发展及中国制造2025制造强国战略的实施。本着共研、共建、共享的教学理念，杭州电子科技大学电子信息技术国家级虚拟仿真实验教学中心与墨西哥蒙特雷科技大学远程控制中心联合开发了3项异步电机负荷特性研究远程控制虚拟实验平台。平台由远程实验终端、服务器、实验界面、实境实验端4部分组成。实验者只需使用具有上网功能的电脑，即可在图书馆、教室或宿舍等区域远程操控实验平台，完成控制电路设计和测试数据分析。实验教学突破时空限制，实现处处能学、时时可学的。
This is an example. You can see the video before this session. I would like to finish with this because this is an example, not a startup. This is a tech transfer. We licensing this technology from a university in Hangzhou. So And we have also a partnership with this university to create a binational research center in embedded security. This is a new laboratory that is relatively new. The partnership is SAGE. Microelectronics is a Chinese company that is located in San Jose, California, and also in Dallas, and also in China, and Tecnológico de Monterrey, and we launched this binational research center. And finally, I would like to get the opportunity to invite you. As you know, I'm the president of the Red OTT Mexico, and we will have our next conference begin next Monday. This is a very, very important event to connect, but also it's the most important event in Latin America to connect and tech transfer. This is an online event, and we have more than 20 workshops and master classes and panels. This is the link, so please visit us and join us to the Red OTT Mexico also, because I think the matchmaking event like this and also the networks are very important to promote jointly the technology research and also the startups and technology-based startups. So this is my email, and please, if you have some questions of those, I'm ready to listen to you.
Thank you, Patty, for this excellent presentation. I had the opportunity to travel to Mexico several years ago to attend the OTT conference, and it was very, very interesting. So I thank you for this invitation, and I hope that the people that is in this session will assess this opportunity. If you are interested in transfer technology innovation, it would be a very interesting activity to attend. Okay. Now we have some minutes, I think, for questions. So I would like to invite the people that is in this session to ask questions to Patty. You can open your microphone and do the question, please.
Yeah, can I start? This is Ali Habashian from University of Miami. We are also doing some collaborations with China, but Patty, first of all, thank you so much for a great presentation. Really impressed what you're doing in that collaboration for technology transfer and getting those ideas, getting manufacturing possibilities and licensing possibilities for researchers. The question is, now that we are in this matchmaking event and we are in this Hemispheric University Consortium, what you have, is it strictly between Tec de Monterrey and your partners in China, or the other universities within Hemispheric University Consortium, they can somehow be part of this equation?
Yes, we opened this, when we developed this initiative, we think to open not only for Tec de Monterrey projects, also open this opportunity for universities and entrepreneurs, startups, because Tec de Monterrey has a lot of programs to support entrepreneurs, and also we have the tech transfer offices, but our main objective is make this kind of allies and cooperation with universities in order to support them to commercialize and move the economy in our countries, not only in Mexico, also in Latin America and in other universities, not necessarily Latin America, but at this moment we are open to cooperate with everybody that want to join us to this adventure.
But I'm sure you have agreements, right? You have agreements like when there's a researcher, there's a professor, what is his rights, what are the university rights, and what are the Chinese partners' rights? So do you have examples of other universities in any sort of agreement? Because there's got to be an agreement before anybody can get into that sort of working relationship. Are there existing agreements with other universities other than Tec de Monterrey? Is there a prototype?
at this moment not. We have agreements with the startups because we begin first with the call is open for startups that currently has a legal entity in their countries, and we sign an agreement with the startups. And recently we launched the partnership agreement, but we are promoting, and this is opportunity for us to share this initiative because it's relatively new. We launched this initiative of partnership agreement 1 month ago. So at this moment, we don't have a current agreement with a university, but the agreement consists basically in signed this cooperation per 1 year. When the university has their portfolio, we select or we choose 5 technologies of this portfolio. The IP is of the university. We understand that, or you define depends that intellectual properties that property policies that each university has. But we signed this agreement, and this cooperation agreement consists that university has the opportunity to bring their prototypes in the showroom. We can promote these technologies in China and support them to make this kind of partnership with different governmental agencies, also universities, investors, and promote these events, also online events. And we organize one-to-one meetings, demo days. It's a 1 week agenda where you visit the ecosystem in Hangzhou. The ecosystem in Hangzhou, I don't know if you know that Alibaba is one of the, is located there. Alibaba is one of the most important e-business company, the e-business company, a global company in China. And also the ecosystem of Zhejiang is a Silicon Valley, is more or less the Silicon Valley province where all the innovation research centers and also investors is very, very rich and developed. So we try to connect with all the potential allies, these research centers, universities, and this is the partnership that we offer to the universities at this moment.
Thank you. I would like to know if there is more questions. Please feel free to open your microphone.
Also, if you have more, are interested, we can talk more about the partnership. You have my email there, and we can make then a Zoom in order to explain in depth how the support is.
I have a question, Patty. I think this is a very interesting opportunity, particularly because China, it's a big market, and it could be very interesting for startups and innovators. So this is like a door that you are offering into this world. How do you end up with these 4 areas or sectors that you mentioned? Clean technologies, industry 4.0, and I would like to ask you how did you choose these areas?
The areas is because the Zhejiang province has these main sectors or areas of interest. So it's very, very important explain you that the hub is aligning to the market pool, not the technology push. So the call that we made, you can apply, but part of the evaluation that we have partners in China that choose the projects according to the potential of the market and the interest of the potential interest. For this reason, this platform is not focused in the technology push innovation. It's more focused in the market pool innovation, and the ideation to choose 5 projects is because we select this aligned to the interests of the Chinese governments and also the Chinese market. But our idea is find this potential interest, and only if we find that, we move forward. If not, we kill the project. So the idea to promote 1 year is to validate the interest with the government, also with the potential allies, and get some kind of financial to begin to continue. For example, the project that I introduced you, the global nano additives, the startup moved forward because we found the founders and also a potential ally to adopt the technology. If not, we begin with more or less with 7 projects or 8 projects, and at this moment, only 4 has the startups there.
Okay, thank you. Somebody else would like to ask something? Okay. So
I didn't have the opportunity to really join all the session, Patty, but thank you. I mean, really, we are thrilled when you accepted to be here. You're always opening, it's amazing that I know that Tec de Monterrey opened this hub in China. And now I hear, and of course, I'm gonna learn more about it. And especially, I think that Professor Aliabachi was really highlighting, right? From our perspective, I see that universities, we wanna see more about agreements. I think that we are also gonna promote a lot of the opportunities in our startups, right? Because we all have these areas internally, right? There's a hub, that's the hub, right? That's what my understanding is, this collaboration, right? That through you, I mean, you can, if there are opportunities there, you will help them to match and find the right ways to work in China, right? Or offer the programs or their products, etc. Right? So, I mean, really, really, it's an honor to have you with here today.
Oh, thank you. Welcome. Thank you for the invitation and opportunity. We really we are very interested to cooperate and promote this initiative for all the universities. If you can support us to promote, please contact with us. We are very open to cooperate and support the entrepreneurs and also the universities.
Yeah, I think that, yeah, I'm gonna connect with you later to have that information with more detail. Okay, Maria Elena.
Thank you, Gabriela. Okay, I think that this was a pretty good session. Your presentation, Patty, was fantastic. I think this is the kind of view that you have to have today with innovation. You have to go beyond borders and promoting collaboration, which is a key factor into accomplishing all the things that the entrepreneurs have imagined with their projects. So I agree with Gabriela. This is a very interesting project for our universities, and I am sure that we will talk to you later about some possibilities for our entrepreneurs and maybe for some technologies developed in our universities. So with that said, I think we are going to end this session. I would like to thank all the people that are here, and just let you know that as it was mentioned before, there is a group, a LinkedIn group that is going to be put in function, and this is going to be the opportunity to continue to share information and to do networking. And thank you, Patty, again, and bye-bye, everybody.
Bye, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a nice
Thank you, everybody.
rest of the day. Thank you.
Ciao.
Tech China ya se acabó. ¿Siguen nosotros todavía abiertos?
Sí. Sí.
Sí.